Alright. Back. Alright. Timer. How do you go for my Zingrad? The tougher the mobile suits your own encounter. Take care out there. Oh, there we go. Change your color. So this is where we use the okay, no, it's just increase durability and all that stuff. What about that that's Zaku 2 special. Can I use that for anything? Trying to think who'd be getting the most use out of this. This really lowers our speed. It's got a whole bunch of extra, or we get an extra energy, but we lose like a lot of speed. She's already got pretty low speed, so. It's using a lot of armor. Increases melee by quite a bit. There's a bunch of speed, but fancy. Dark vermilion, matte vermilion, light orange. This is Gundam, all right. It's not like what's it called? Front Mission, where there's like 50 plus shades of gray. There, matches their other thing. Deep black. Be a ninja. Can't change the head by itself. Just changes the one little tiny part of that. Good enough. All like that for now. I'm assuming we'll be able to change our Gundams at some point, so... Look at those high-end TVs from way in the future. Yeah, probably. I gotta get a Zaku prototype instead. Downgrade a bit. Hey, Cora. It's going good. Finally was able to upgrade my Gundams after like 4 hours. Thanks for coming, Tristan. Quite a reunion, my young friend. And the raid! Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Totally Not Gundam. This is MS Saga. It's not a Gundam game. I'm still waiting for them to even mention the word Gundam. It's like everything else other than Gundams. How was your sub 7 day? Anything good? Land of the Dead, Wing Commander 3, nice. Ratatan, Skeleton Crew. Never heard of like everything but Wing Commander 3. Sorry about that. I just wanted to talk to you as quickly as I could. And the Dev's the best game? What kind of game is it? Seems like you're a man on a mission. Why don't you tell me about it? It's a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it? Go ahead, shoot. We have Totally Not Char here. The original Japanese title? Yeah, it's like Gundam something or other. something Gundam something. People were mentioning it wasn't called Gundam here because, you know, people who wouldn't know Gundam would, you know, would not play it. I don't know. Some sort of excuse. I'm thinking it's probably a licensing thing. Even though, you know, obviously Bandai owns Gundam, but when it comes to international licensing, of course they license out Gundam to some other company at this point. So, you know, if they release a game called Gundam, they might need to give a cut legally to this other company because they license the name Gundam to them outside of Japan, and et cetera, et cetera. Right? So that's my guess, anyways. So you two survived the destruction of the orphanage. You're looking for Bloody Zarth to get your revenge. So you've heard of him? Only rumors. Please tell me what you know. Any information will help. Alright. Have you ever heard of an organization known as the Dark Alliance? I've heard of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Does that count? You mean Quattro Vagina? Let's hope so. Dark Alliance? Is that who we're up against? Its members operate in total secrecy all over the world. And this Bloody Zarth is part of it? Can't say for sure, but it's highly likely. The Dark Alliance. Bloody Zarth. The alliance is led by 4 generals. It's possible the man you're looking for is one of them. 4 generals? Where can I find them? Unfortunately, we don't know. We're doing our best to locate them, but we haven't had much luck. A gang of pirates have been attacked in the area around Port Marley. According to our sources, the Alliance may be behind the pirates' activities. Pirates? Sounds crazy, I know. You may want to check it out. Port Marley is south of Eisengrad. Go take those pirates out. I know, right? Get to Port Marley, exit town, and head south. Good luck, we're counting on you. Is Port Marley that thing that was blocking us from getting to Africa? Well, you obviously got to create multiple schmucks. 4 is a nice round number. Item. So you're that kid. The one that crashed the gate. Haha, you got guts, kid. I'll give you that. You want a mobile suit? You should talk to the mobile suit core engineer. He'll upgrade it for you. It'll cost you, but your mobile suit will be way stronger. No. Tristan is a dude. Fritz is a dude. Aeon is probably an android of some kind. Looks like a girl, but wouldn't be surprised she ends up being some sort of android. Some hot items today. Try the Acid Guard, an option part which protects against acid attacks. Don't miss the chance. Should buy a couple of those for the other ones, because acid is really annoying. It didn't seem to add any weight, so let's just do that. We don't have a way of curing overheating, so let's get out a couple of these. I think we don't have a way of repairing. I don't know you. You come to buy some stuff? Ever since the giant mobile suits showed up, prices have gone through the roof. There's a place to sell weapons. Hey, yeah. What's up? What are you doing here? Just remembering the old days. The sewer reminds me of the old days. Ever tell you I used to live here in the city? No. It's the first time I told you then. You know, when I was little, it was pretty messed up. Always stealing and pickpocketing, doing whatever I could to stay alive. People around here used to call me and my buddies rats. Because we basically lived off everyone's garbage. Well, Fritz, I never knew. But Miss Natalie, she was different. She'd get so angry with me, but she'd hug me real tight afterwards. So I knew she really loved me. That sounds like her for sure. Left the city when she took me with her at the orphanage. I ran away after a couple of days though, right? Haha, yeah. Felt cooped up like an animal. You may be. Guess I was born free or something. You know, every time you left, Miss Natalie would get really worried. I know. I wish I could tell her I'm sorry. I wish there was a way I could repay her. I got an idea, Fritz. This fighting will end someday, right? When it's all over, let's go back and rebuild the orphanage. I'm sure it'd make Miss Natalie happy. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it, as soon as we get through with all this. Oh, he's raising some death flags. Nice knowing you, Fritz. Fritz's buddy. You're a friend of Fritz's? Okay, I'll tell you a secret. You can open locked item boxes with the hacking tools. You can only use each hacking tool once, so I won't waste them. I cannot buy them anywhere? Hey, you buddies with Fritz? Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. In Eisengrad, there's a place where you can get up on the rooftops. Use it as an escape route. It's kind of hard to find. Oh, hello. You're looking for something? Oh, you're a friend of Fritz. Oh, that does bring back memories. He was such a good young boy. He was trouble sometimes, but he'd bring medicine and food to my sick husband. He never told me where he got them. Can we, like, switch Fritz out and talk to Fritz directly here? Nope. Only works for the mechs, I guess. Doesn't work for the, on the field. Is he sick? I better leave him be. Eisengrad is a real and prosperous place. There's lots of poor folk like me. I don't mind so much. I'm used to this life. I kind of hope my grandchildren can have something better. Get out of here, kid. I'll only trade with you if you have a black ticket. No shoo. Got business to run. Hey, PS2, thanks to the raid. How's Elfidai? The ascension of the Metatron. This is our turf. You need permission to come up here. Say what? You're a friend of Fritz? Okay, I guess we can make an exception. You can hang out here. Sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know if I don't know if I've tried playing it at some point. I mean, I platinumed so many games on PS3 back in the day. I don't remember any of them. I've got one more hacking tool. What kind of game is it? It's a hack and slash. Fritz? Oh yeah, I know him. Scaredy Cat Fritz, right? He was scared of mice. When he saw one, he screamed like a little girl. Haha, man, that was funny. Well, no, it's not an RPG. It's not on my list to play, but I'm sure I must have... I might have played it back when I was in my platinum phase on PS3. A hybrid of 3D and 2D platforming with hack and slash, and has a Final Fantasy VII bike level. It doesn't ring a bell, so it probably didn't. It's fucking weird, yeah. With a name like that, I mean, that definitely sounds weird. One of those games you see the name of and you're like, what the hell is this? Let me see if I can find out more about this. Might as well spend more money on these things. Hey, Nicarin. How's it going? You do? You want a PS2 hard drive? Nice. Yeah, it's a good game so far. But I hear this can be a lengthy one, so Guess we'll find out eventually. No, this town. This isn't the place. Doesn't look familiar at all. No one here knows me. So where could I be from? Yeah, unless you have a an upscaler like I have. It's good luck trying to find a TV nowadays that has like component inputs or composite inputs. Pretty much need an upscaler. I mean, you can usually find fairly easily. You can get some like some PS2, you know, to HD adapters of some kind, or PS2 to HDMI. But yeah, probably not the best quality. But even like you can get a relatively cheap upscaler that has like decent, you know, that has like fairly low latency. Like I'm using a RetroTink myself, so that's like one of the better ones out there, but there's definitely cheaper options. Oh dear, because the mobile suits I can't get any ingredients. We have the G system to create food, so we won't starve or anything. But taste-wise, it's just no comparison with the real thing. Yeah, it's 40p, yeah. So it doesn't take 480i. Yeah, I guess one of the biggest issues with any sort of PS2 or any interlace input is like you pretty much need a good deinterlacer. And obviously, like this one has the motion adaptive deinterlacing, which does a really good job. But if you don't have that, then like, you know, usually the interlacing is gonna make the game look like shit if you're moving around. So. User 360. Here the 360 does have a lot of issues with the OG Xbox games, and any of the later Xboxes have very little compatibility with Xbox. There's only like a very small handful. JK does an adapter for $10, but does it have the deinterlacing? There's probably a relatively cheap one out there with deinterlacing. I remember seeing it might have been a Metal Jesus Rocks one of a recent release of another like another upscaler that has the motion adaptive deinterlacing for pretty cheap. So I miss Angelia's vegetables. Import Marley's fish. Synthetic food. Synthetic food is chemically synthesized in the G system. The chemical composition of a food item is known and can be mass-produced, using basic materials such as soil and seawater. Synthetic food is an important source of nutrition for the world after the Great Fall. Unfortunately, synthetic food tends to have less flavor and texture than natural food, making it quite unpopular amongst those who need to subsist on it. Yeah, but just because it does interlace doesn't mean it does deinterlacing all that well. Because the most common, like when you're doing deinterlacing, you know, you have like different options like weave and bob, and you can see it here when I'm moving around. With weave, it's like it's rough, right? You get like the combing artifacts and stuff like that. So you know you don't want options like that. Like blend does a decent job, but it loses some details. You're basically taking like two frames and then you're kind of like blending them together, so you're basically getting half the frame rate. So usually they'll use some sort of options like that. Bob is another one that looks pretty rough in movement. So the motion adaptive deinterlacing is definitely the best, which usually like the higher quality upscalers will do. Just fix all the... So that one kind of like... It gives you like the same frame rate, but it's like it does the smooth or the blend thing, but with like the same frame rate. I guess it does, I don't know, some sort of magic to make it work. I don't know how it works. Did you hear? Fort Verde in the west is occupied by mobile suits. Supposedly Captain Vizard managed to regain control of Fort Verde. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're streaming in that, I mean, you're probably going to be spending that. You're playing a lot of older games, but for the average Joe who just wants to, play a couple games in their old systems, it's pretty pricey. At that point, you might as well just emulate. Yeah, it's an interesting shop over there. It's a mobile suit weapon shop. What do you think? Or who do you think is going to buy that stuff? You're one of the kids who came here in mobile suits, aren't you? You should check out the weapon shop. Sell weapons for mobile suits. You've got to think when you choose your weapons. It's not just about firepower. You have to consider yen consumption, weapon size, and where to mount them. But yeah, like for me, like I collect these games, so for me, I definitely want to play it on the original system. But I don't expect anybody who wants to play these games to find a PS2 and upscaler or the original games, which are very expensive at this point for a lot of these games. Like, just emulate. Hello, sir. Why don't you come visit our shop? My husband just opened up a weapon shoot mobile shop. Yes, if so few customers. You don't have to buy anything, just take a look. Yeah, stuff like that too. There's definitely some other, and just in general, you can make the games look better. You can have widescreen hacks and things like that. High resolution, etc., etc. So you're probably gonna get the best experience out of emulation, but this one would be an upgrade. I'm going to use 2 slots. Can't really afford this for everybody, but I should get 2, one for the Zaku 2 and one for the GM. This original PS3 has been soft modded. There you go. I mean, I use my PS3 for PS1 games. Because at that point I didn't have an upscaler, so playing PS1 games on PS2 was very hard. Because I had a capture card that can do component input, but it couldn't do 240p over components. I would have to use composite, which just looked like shit. So it was just easier to go through the PS3, which, did a decent job for the most part, but there's definitely some games that had issues on PS3. Of course, the annoying thing about the PS3 is you need a way of stripping out the HDCP thing, because most capture cards won't let you capture PS3 because of the HDCP signal. Unlike PS4 or later consoles where you can turn that signal off, but it won't let you play stuff like Netflix or whatever. The PS3 doesn't have that option, so you need to have, usually you get a cheap HDMI splitter, which just conveniently strips out the signal, right? No, the PS3 does not. Maybe custom firmware might have the option, but natively it doesn't. There's no way of turning it off natively. HTCP was a scam, yeah, pretty much. I forgot to equip these acid guards. Need to go back to the... I'm trying to think if I've ever had any games have an issue with HTCP turned off. I've had it off, like, forever. I don't think I've ever had a game complain. You sort of use the 6-axis. I'm pretty sure there's some early games that 6-axis, like, you didn't have a choice. You were using it whether you wanted to or not. Is this stuff just for selling? There's got to be a reason for this special data or whatever. Maybe there isn't. Maybe this is just purely for selling. Let's see if the manual mentions anything. I know, right? No, I mean, usually I don't sell this kind of stuff, but I'm just curious if the manual even mentions it. Like, I probably won't be selling anything like that unless, you know, it's definitely clear at some point, but... parts, upgrade MS. It definitely feels like it'd be something that would be like we can customize our mechs somehow. Like we're definitely going to be able to change our mechs at some point, so. Battle tips, G system and MS. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are 5 G systems in the world known to be large enough to create mobile suits. In order to create an MS, you need 50 ECAPs large with information on that MS. So I'm assuming we only need one of these datas to create it, but we need that 50 ECAPs large, which I haven't seen one of those yet, so... It does actually mention that the 5G systems are Gundam, Zaku 2, Goof, Galog Red, Master Gundam, and Gilgu Green. So it does say Gundam in the manual, so... Does that mean there's only like... Yeah, the 5G systems are Gundam, Zaku 2, Goof, Gelgoog Red, Master Gundam, and Gelgoog Green. I mean, it doesn't mention Zaku 2 special, but... Unless you need to use that special G system. So maybe there's like these 5G systems. There's one that only does Zaku 2 stuff, there's one that only does Goof stuff or something, I don't know. Don't know what it means by that, but assuming we don't need, well, I don't know. I don't know if we need multiple datas. Either way, it's not gonna be like, it's not like worth enough money to sell anyways. Won't fit. In hindsight, I would have only bought one of those other things. I can go grind money in that spot up, like, north of town, I guess. These things were worth pretty good money. Let's sell this. Assuming there's no point in having both the Zaku machine gun and the arm machine gun. Alright. Yes, can I help you? Aeon? No, never heard of her. There's never been a person called Aeon in this town, as far as I know. How small is this town that she knows everybody's name? Sorry, I can't help. She's the town gossip. She knows everybody in town. Hahaha, no way. You don't know anything, dummy. I'm gonna marry Captain Vizard. Just you watch. Most of the stories are more of down in the trenches war story kind of thing. Gundam is handsome enemies riding weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, pretty much. You know, those things literally go thermonuclear and can take out an entire town, so... These things are dangerous. Stay back. No one has been beyond this point. So did you talk to the captain? You know where Lady Zarth is? He didn't know exactly, but he gave us some good info. Go after the Dark Alliance. Find them and you'll find Lady Zarth. Heh, they found us some good stuff too. It's been more and more mobile suit attacks in Port Marley recently. Sounds like a lead. Port Marley? Yeah. Sounds like the Dark Alliance. Okay, Fritz, let's get down there. Roger that, boss. Hey, you're coming too, aren't you? Yes. You should be able to handle it. Hang in there, Aeon. Who knows? Someone in Port Marley might know something about you. Thank you, Fritz. Okay, let's move out, everyone. I do like that the seats are different between the Zaku and the GM. So I'm assuming whatever mech you're wearing it, they're gonna have a different background in the scenes. Heading south. Next stop, Port Marley. Next stop, north to this place, so we can grind more money. Now that we're like way stronger since I buffed everything up and bought some new weapons and stuff. Probably take down those armored ones. Won't have like one person that can actually do damage to them. The fact that they're not telling us to go up here means this is probably an optional thing, I'm guessing. Well, we do have one hacking thing too. We can try it on this chest that's over here. That's right, it starts with 3 now. I'm like, what do I have? Oh, I forgot to equip those anti-acid things. That reminds me. I can keep buffing up my mechs. One thing. Get everybody those arm cannons. There's a lot of things I can spend it on. Parts 2. Yeah, let's go equip those anti-acid things. Especially in this area. Extra 100 HP. Get to this guy. Alright. Nobody's gonna get acided. This guy was annoying before. Let's see if he's less annoying now. Six goof data? Jesus. Alright, you can probably start selling these. Here's all the goof data. All of it. See if it lets us go in the door. My guess is no. Door is locked. Looks like you need a card key L1. Alright, so that seems to be a common card key here. That's also what we needed to get deeper into that arc place. They are. Let's see if we can actually damage these guys now. He's defending. Doing damage even when he defended, so. That sucked. Guess we're using grenades here. Can't hit them with anything else. Stop defending. I'm not sure what heat does. Stop it. See, I'll be getting close to death here. least the XP is good here. Encounter, please. When you want encounters, you just never get them. It's the law of RPGs. When you don't want encounters, 2 steps. Oh man. I'm not fighting for these guys. Screw that. It's gonna be like an hour-long fight there. The hell, game? I never saw like groups of 4 of these guys when I first came here. That's all I get. We're having a hard time running away from dudes who are just literally just sitting there and defending. Like, they're not coming forward towards us here. We should have a hard time running away. It's like failing to flee from a metal slime. What the hell? I want to get their the machine gun they have, the acid machine gun. It does going to be as useful for us because, you know, it's only going to work for like 1 or 2 turns in battle before whatever we attack with dies, but it'll be good for boss fights, assuming the bosses aren't... I'm sure most bosses, if not all of them, are going to be immune to acid anyways. But it might be an upgrade, so... Yeah, I mean, they're shield. They're shield dudes. Of course, they're just gonna have a lot of shields. Wait, what? Okay, I guess that anti-acid thing doesn't protect us against acid. It just lowers the chance. I thought it would be like acid immunity, but I guess not. Oops. Auto drive. Double attack. Melee, right melee, plus left fist attack. That's probably what auto drive does. So we'll have to find out in the next battle. There's a level up Aeon here before we go back. How much money do we have now? 348. Maybe some extra upgrades. Or I can buy another arm cannon. Who doesn't have an arm cannon now? I think Tristan still has a machine gun. Wait, why is his machine gun stronger than the arm machine gun? I thought he had a better... It's 32 range. It's a 42 range now. I guess because I put more points into him, yeah. So I didn't put as many points into the Zaku 1 because I figure at some point soon we'll probably be able to change it. That one will be the first one that changes. I've actually got a decent attack now. Let's give him 2 machine guns. I wonder if you can dual wield machine guns. Probably not. Unless you have an ability to do so. As a boost of some kind. Just 7 damage. Grenades really went up in attack power when we leveled up. Because we're doing like 24 before. It was like double that. More than double that. Analyze. I forgot to check with that. Display detailed data for a single enemy. Teleport to previous. Okay. It's him. Auto drive. Every time I see that, I keep thinking it's like 300. It's like, Jesus, that's expensive. Oh, 30. So we don't need to repair the suits. Just go to visit that other location, save ourselves 20 bucks. Let's give him some more attack. Since it's relatively cheap to upgrade him, since he's not as strong of a Gundam. Alright, to the south. We're looking for a port, so I'm assuming it's next to water. The hunt. We're south from here, I mean... Could be like around Egypt. Zaku Shield L with their Iron Axe. Furnish right at India. Fort Marley at last. Better avoid a repeat of what happened to Angelia. Let's take it easy this time, okay? No way, let's just charge right in. Tristan, aren't you? Heard about you from Constable Locks of Angelia. Constable Locks? That's right, close to help you out if you ever came along. You're free to enter the town, just get out of your mobile suit first. Roger that, thanks. Check it out, it's the ocean. Ocean? What's that? Huh? Never heard of the ocean. Why, is that strange? No, not at all. Tell you what, why don't we go down to the docks and take a look? Yes, I'd love to. We'll be down by the water then. Catch you later, okay? Port Marley is in trouble. You should get out while you can. Fishermen down by the docks say they've seen giant robots at sea. don't want to sound unfriendly, but you should really leave while you can. Oh, come on, please, buy me that robot. It's so cool and big and huge. How many times do I have to tell you? I said no. Robots like that are far too dangerous. Give him the robot, lady. My husband can't go out fishing because of the pirates. I don't know what to do. What are we going to eat? I mean, you can eat all the stuff that's in here. A lot of food right there. Mobile Suits Compendium Zaku. The Zaku was the first mobile suit ever developed. Records show that a great many variations were created and used in a variety of roles. The well-balanced its designs was basic and low-performing. However, the legendary Red Zaku, also known as Zaku 2 Special, is another story entirely. It outperforms the Zaku 2 in all respects, and is said to boast 3 times the speed and maneuverability of a standard Zaku. The Zaku 2 Special also boasts incredible energy levels, a larger weapon payload. Oh, we do have one of the things to make it. We just need to find a place we can make it in some of those large energy crystals or whatever, large E-caps. We need 50 of them or whatever the manual said. That'll take a while, unless you get like 50 in one shot or something. He said the word. GM is a mass-produced version of the extremely high-spec Gundam. GM is a reliable, sturdy, and well-balanced mobile suit, with no glaring weaknesses or noteworthy strengths. It has reasonable armor and durability, making it a survivor on the battlefield. The versatility of the original design led to a wide number of different modified and improved versions. In particular, the GM Command and the GM Sniper boast capabilities that are altogether on another level from those of the standard GM. This is really bad. I may lose my job because of the pirates. My master's fed up with it all. He says he's going to move away. I don't know how he feels, but I wish he'd spare a thought for me too. General purpose mid. Is there a way of sorting this inventory? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. This sounds like a panacea. Fearful stunning days hurt ally. He's afraid of the pirates. He says he wants to go to Eisengrad. But I was born in Part Marley. I can't bring myself to leave my hometown. I realized what little coward he is. I would never have married him. But he's rich, so I'm sure he would have done so anyways. Who are you? Wait, never mind that now. Can you talk to my wife for me? She won't listen to a word I say. I want to move to Eisengrad, or we'll be safe. She refuses to go. Beware of acid attacks when fighting enemies in this area. Mobile suit is hit with acid. Will keep losing HP just by moving around. You should buy plenty of cleaning fluid. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, talk about that. Doesn't say what it does. Okay, 50% chance resisting. Okay, so it wasn't like 100%. It's 50%, and it's better than 0%, I guess. More of different towns, mini G systems are the same. Assuming they're all the same wherever you go. No, didn't have this as a Zacharello Sickle R in the other towns, so they definitely do carry different things. Sell HP parts. Can't afford it. I'm really curious if I need multiple ones of these or if one is enough. I'm not going to sell them until I run to one of the G systems. I guess these are good to save when it starts getting expensive to use them. Who's got the most defense right now? Like if I throw another level of durability and then throw that on there, it'd be pretty good. Hey travelers, you should check out that item shop. They sell robot parts, though I wonder who the heck will buy them. In case you're wondering, Aeon's down by the docks. Why don't you go and talk to her? I'll just wait here. Let's go down the steps right there. Don't keep her waiting. Sleeping like a baby. Guess I should just go. Why is it every old woman I find sitting somewhere is like sleeping? It's like 2 doors we need lockpicks to open. I should note down which ones I've run into. Chest where? In here? Did I miss the chest? No chest up here. Unless you meant the money I just opened. Say the pirate mobile suits that showed up in the port came from the east. Actually, an old Navy base that way was abandoned after the Great Fall. That'd be a good place to go looking for it. Soldiers are all over town. They've even opened up a weapon shop for the robots. Rick Marley's getting kind of scary. Alright, let's check out the weapons we can't afford now because I don't have any money. Beam spray gun. I wonder if this is like a AoE of some kind. Tomahawk. It's 2 energy though for that one. He was playing solitaire there for a second. Since the robots started to appear, no one can travel anywhere. Fort Arid to the west and Fort Berg to the east. But they're locked down tight to defend this area. I'd love to travel, but this is about the worst thing that could happen to me. Going to the pirate base? Better stay on your toes. There are acid GMs and Zaku marine type mobile suits use acid attacks. And that stuff eats right through your HP. That's just for starters. Here they have even more powerful suits. Better watch your step if you want to come back in one piece. I saw it. It came right out of the sea. It had giant claws like a crab. Wish I knew what it was. Thanks to those pirates, we weren't getting any shipments at all. I came here to shop, but I've been waiting forever. Thanks to the pirates, I'm totally out of stock. I don't have anything to sell. I ordered a new shipment, but nothing's coming in at all. I'll be out of business if things keep up like this. I love how these guys are manning their shops even though they don't have anything to sell. Aeon? Tristan. He surprised me. What's wrong? You seem really out of it. I was thinking about you. Huh? About me? There's some big-ass birds in the background. I mean, like... something wrong? No, nothing. Nothing at all. I'm cool. I was just thinking... You don't know me at all. Why are you being so nice to me? Maybe it's because I was in the same boat just a few years ago. I know what it's like to be all alone. Alone? You? Yeah, not a friend in the world. Not until Miss Natalie took me to her orphanage anyways. So I guess I don't want anyone to feel like I did back then, ever. Thank you. You're so nice. I am? Did I say something wrong? No. Anyway, I need to get ready. We'll be leaving soon. I see. I'd like to look at the ocean just a little longer. You think the place I was born is across this huge ocean? I want to see my hometown. I'm anxious to know where I'm from. $200 credits. Since those robots appeared at sea, we haven't been able to go fishing. What the heck are they? Won't be able to fish unless they go away. What should we do? This durability all increases HP too. Tristan, I presume? Nah. I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. Huh. I'll be glad to see you. You may have heard already. Our town has been under constant attacks by pirates. Our fishing and trading has practically stopped because of them. Try to fight back, but they have mobile suits. There's no way we can stop them. We need your help. Can you drive away the pirates? Pirate base is in an old military port to the east of here. Pay your reward to anyone who can get rid of them for us. Can you help us? We're our last hope. Defeat some pirates. Assuming not this place. Zaku marine types. Good shit. Must be at the pirate base. We'll be okay on our own. We'll be fine. You worry too much, Fritz. Tristan, I sense danger in this place. Sense danger? What do you mean? I'm not sure. It's like a bad feeling. See, what did I tell you? Let's go back. No, Fritz. So what if it's dangerous? We have to keep going. Wait for me. Let's go this way. I wish Aeon had a little more speed so she's faster than these guys. What's her speed relative to the other guys? And I put a bunch of points in her mobility too. That's not enough to boost her. 21. Oh yeah. Way lower than everybody else. Yeah, I would have to put a lot more points in mobility and have a chance, I think. I guess because of that energy booster thing, that thing's pretty heavy. It's a Gog. Waste beam cannon, double claw, about 220 HP. Dom legs. Acid barrier. That seemed like that was a waste of but that's probably like a 100% chance of avoiding acid. I don't know if that was worth a hacking tool though. Plus to use it, we'd have to go all the way back down. That's kind of a pain. Although I guess we do have that teleport thing. Although I don't know if we can teleport back here. I don't know if we can just teleport to towns, not dungeons. Actually, yeah, you definitely can't, because I remember when I used it last time, I didn't have the option to go into the whatchamacallit, the other dungeon we had gone to there, the down colony thing. Going good so far. Did a little bit of grinding in that place just north of the Eingrad or whatever. So everybody's like a good level higher than they should be at this point. Because of course I spent all my money on upgrading everybody's stuff. Not max upgraded or anything, but better than they were. Did you end up going back to that optional boss that you're having trouble with? Oh yeah, good movie, hopefully. AC guy. Get a new weapon from these guys to drop it. Sinners. Let me remember that one. Speed kit. Uses a single ally's speed. Guess we can't use it. I guess it's like a battle thing only. I didn't notice a save point in this place. Usually there's one right at the entrance. How did I... Totally confused me. I was looking at the mini map, so I went like up right, but because the camera is pointing in a way where it's have to go like down left. Hey Blaster QB, how's it going? I'm wondering if those guys can drop those cannons they're using. Is it called AC guy? No. Mobility upgrade kit and a speed kit. Repair kit DX. Oh, these guys can drop E-caps. Right, probably rare drops, so can't rely on trying to grind them for more of those. These guys can drop a sub-rock gun, an acid sword. Looking for a game similar to this. Yeah, there's not too many like Gundam JRPGs. The vast majority of Gundam RPGs are tactical RPGs. Hey, Martin McCall. How's it going? Which kind of makes sense. Usually when you're thinking of Gundams, you're not thinking like one-on-one battles. You're thinking of like big, you know, armies of them kind of going after each other. Yeah, I don't know how well this game did. I'm sure it probably didn't sell that many copies. Break Nets. I mean, you know, you're using magic in this one. They just call it techniques instead, right? It's still magic, all but name. Like, I don't know how somebody would be able to repair a mech on the fly in middle of battle, alright? That's not something that'd be feasible, so it's clearly magic. If there was, it was probably like Japan only, I'm sure. What if magic is just nanorobots that gather the elements and control them? Well, I guess there is that. Yeah, there's Front Mission 1 to 3 remakes. I think 3 is especially regarded as bad because I think they used a whole bunch of like AI upscaling things. And like a bad AI upscaling thing. Because there's something where they like upscale something, and I forget what it's supposed to be, but it's not like a. It upscales it to like a pool. It looks like a pool, and it's like this isn't supposed to be a pool. I love the shitty upscaling stuff. Why have humans do it when? Why pay humans to do it when we could just have AI do it for free? Games where you should play the original or the new one can be argued over. Games where just play the remake. Yeah. But of course, you know, it's not like everybody has access to playing the original, so the remake might be the only way of them being able to play. But the question is it better to play the remake or is it better to play nothing? Wasn't enough to kill that guy? Freaking acid. I'm like literally running back to use this thing. I don't know why I just used my TP there. It's annoying this doesn't restore your TP. Gotta restore that TP. We're winning all out war between Gundam, Battletech, and Armored Core. Middle guard. Ooh. I mean, making like an RPG like this is expensive, right? It's easier to churn out SD or the Super Robot Wars games than it is to bring out more things like this. It's all about money. Ring of Red. Isn't Ring of Red a 361? I think it's more of a tactics game though, not an actual like tactical RPG. It does. You thought this is Microsoft Saga? We're trying to find the missing Clippy. PS2. Must be thinking of something else then. Yeah, that's probably what I was mixing it up with, to be honest. I can definitely see them just doing that as like a tongue-in-cheek thing, though. Mobility upgrade kit. Yeah, it's a usable one. Let's give her some more mobility. Should check what the before and after speed was. I think it was like 21, so I think I raised it by 4. These guys now. Yeah, here Andromeda's kind of rough. I'm assuming the color of these is like the difficulties. That other one there being like red means it's probably a harder one, which means it's probably the right way to go. Is going to the miniature tabletop gaming market. Yeah, maybe Warhammer, Warhammer Gundam. Escape. Heat clear. Terror mind. It's fear on a single enemy. Or if that just has a chance of paralyzing them. Not sure what overheating does. I hit an enemy with it once and I don't know, didn't seem to do anything obvious. Escape from dungeons and go back to towns easily. SD Gundam X. How many SD Gundam games is there? Like 50? I remember the G Generation Genesis had kind of like a little mini art book thing. And it listed like kind of a timeline of the SD Gundam games. There's like 20 or 30 ones in there. Like, what the hell? Like, so many SD Gundam games. What's her action? Oh, yeah. Mega Particle cannon hit for 17. We used to have some really good armor. This was Signal Player, Small Cannon. $76 versus 69. It's with good armor. What boat are you looking for? Any boat. I mean, it's not a common name. It's not a common word in a title. Zagok. Claw beam, missile launcher, double claw beam, double claw. 450 HP. It's fast too. Indie games. You always gotta be careful with indie games, right? Because you don't want to, like, suddenly get, like, a cease and desist from Bandai or something like that because it's too similar designs or whatever. Is everyone okay? Phew, I'm alive, I guess. I'm alright, too. Great, we're all okay then. Enemies here are kind of different, aren't they? Yeah, I think there's more to these parts than meets the eye. Anyway, we're in over our heads. Let's get out of here. Fritz, don't forget our promise. We swore an oath to Miss Natalie and our friends. Of course I remember. Okay, let's get this over with. Well, it's just hard to design a whole lot of different mechs. Usually you have to pull from some inspiration. Alright, Transformers, I hope so. It's not fantasy. It's like historic fiction at that point. I mean, that has dragons and stuff. That's not magic. I don't know what it is. No, they can't. These gigantic lizards that can fly and breathe fire. There's nothing like that that would ever happen in real life. They would get crushed by their own weight. There's no way in hell to be able to fly. Yeah, that's definitely magic involved. Oh yeah, definitely. Xenoblade definitely is. I mean, you have like Mechon, you have like, so you definitely have like a intermingling of course, there's also magic. Oh, I don't know if there's magic, but it's all like nanobots. The save point was further back than I remembered. Just wanted to like heal back up after that battle. Yeah, I haven't tried Starfield since it came out. Hasn't gotten any better? Probably not. That's gonna help you. You're not gonna die in one turn. Good thing he sped up there. How are we doing for enemies, by the way? Do we have all the... Still missing one enemy. I don't know if that's from this area. That's probably out in the overworld around this area, I would imagine. think I've ever gotten any drops in these guys yet. Gawk. I did get that claw art. I'm assuming that's it's a mech part, so we have to like go back to town. Bellarmint. And all the way back to that save point, and there's another one right here. You know, when they showed the number of mechs at the beginning of the game there, lighting up on that map, I think that was a very low limit. It was like maybe 30 mechs. That's how much we run into like one single dungeon. From like 4 fights. Somebody's got a whole lot of large E-caps. They're popping these guys out. be there yet. See if we can find the Pirate King. The last boss battle is pretty tough, so... It'll be fun when we get to the boss of this area. It's probably about to happen. Tristan, do you feel that? Feel what? Powerful enemy, just ahead. Don't pick up anything on the radar. You sure? Yes, I feel it. There's danger here. Oh, come on, mobile suits are machines. It's not like you can feel their presence, is it? But I do. I got a voice in my head telling me to turn back. In your head? What are you talking about? I don't know what it is, but I know there's danger up ahead. Okay, I trust you, Aeon. I know you wouldn't lie to us. I believe you too. Thank you. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. We don't know what's waiting for us. As long as we stick together, we can beat anyone or anything. Hehe. When you talk like that, I almost believe you. I believe you. Let's go. The enemy's nearby. Tristan, enemy is approaching. Where? Which way? Nothing on the radar. Where the heck is it? It's coming from the ocean. Look out. Didn't finish exploring the area. There might have been treasure. It's Godzilla. Big boy. It's grabby.
Man, that sucker's huge! Is this a mobile suit too?
You're the ones attacking my men. We're here to defeat you and save Port Marley. Stupid kids. I'll show you what happens when you go against the Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance, I knew it. You're part of the Alliance, you should know where Vladdy Zarth is. Lord Zarth? You're not just any kid. Tell me where he is. Why should I? You're as good as dead anyway. You're our only lead. We'll force it out of you if we have to. Ha ha ha. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm Ocean Storm Weaver, one of the 4 generals of the Alliance. Taste the power of my mobile suit, the amphibious Zaku. As a big boy. Tristan, analyze the enemy mobile suit. It has incredible firepower. We need to defend against its boost attacks or risk being wiped out. Please trust me on this. You analyzed it. How'd you do that? I don't know. Am I weird? No, it's great. I'm just surprised, that's all. Anyway, thanks for the info. I'll keep that in mind. Roger. Starts off with like 10 energy right off the bat. Yeah, probably not a good idea to use melee against this thing. This is painful. the hell you miss something like that? Sucks. I mean, compared to the stuff we're writing right now, it's pretty tough. exactly. Ow. I'm getting close to killing this thing. I don't want to waste a turn to try to analyze it. If I had wasted a turn, I would have been like, oh, he's got less than 50 HP. The 1L ECAP. Baku Netsuken. I forgot to translate something. Energy capacitor. Shaft field. One general down. I guess we'll never see him again. Damn you punks. You may have beaten me, but you still don't stand a chance. Dark Alliance, it's all over the world now. You can't keep that one? Is it over? Oh, he was tough. I thought it was dead meat. Might not have made it to Vaon when it hadn't warned us. Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, Aeon, how did you figure out that stuff about the enemy? I'm not really sure. Voices in my head, my mind. Voices? Whose voices? I don't know. But I heard them. It felt so strange. I wonder if it has anything to do with your lost memories. Am I strange? Different from everyone else? Yes, yes, you are. Weirdo. Listen, we're still alive thanks to you. It's not being strange, it's being a great friend. Hehe, I'll second that. Aeon, you stick with us, okay? We need you. Thank you. I'll do what I can. Good, I can keep exploring. Oh, there's a chest over there. Yeah, well, it's always the thing with Gundams, right? Snipe assist. You always have that power creep. Everything just keeps getting stronger and stronger. It's like, alright. Chibi Gundam turn-based RPG. I know, right? Let's get all the stuff. Alright, so we got one of these, we need 49 more. Convert energy, or offensive power into energy. Reverse offensive power to energy. That doesn't sound good, considering you're losing 15 melee and range. Unless you get, like, plus 10 energy right off the bat. Then you're doing no damage with that energy anyways. Yes, if that is just one energy, that's like hell no. Yeah, I can't fit that in anything right now. Only have like 4 spaces high. Yeah, like it just seems like it's very much worthless. I don't know if there's ever going to be a point where that's useful. No, I mean, I'm sure if I get to a point where it seems like it's useful. I'm assuming like unlike the other one I equipped, it doesn't reduce your speed. I'm sure there's gonna be some points where like you might get some energy-based things that are useful to get. So I can start off with this like this energy attack that like buffs my team or something. Yeah, I guess it would say like speed minus whatever. So that's way too big of a power loss unless you're just concentrating on making like Aeon, for example, being like a support character, not a fighter or something like that. She's got a whole bunch of techniques like, you know, defense, operation act, air mine and stuff. She's got like boost like snipe assists, kind of stuff. Arm snipe, like she's got like a whole bunch of things that could be good as a support. Defeated the boss, nice. Yeah, boss fights in this game aren't jokes. They're definitely tough. Especially compared to everything else around them. Strategy dip, nice. I'm not sure there's probably some that are released like only in Japan, I would imagine. And obviously not enough popularity to get fan translated or something like that. You'd have a fan base to translate. ones that left Japan and ones that were actually good. Yep, pretty much. Can't give us any of the good stuff. Gotta keep that to themselves. Bazooka. $72 for 2. Oh, we got a seat. I never noticed we got the acid machine gun. Oh, it's pretty weak though. It's probably better than the yeah, the regular machine gun. Yeah, it's slightly better. Why not both? Have some Gundam fighting some dragons. The best of both worlds right there. I mean, if you want fantasy and science fiction, you got how was that series? I forget the name of it. It's on. It was like a Genesis version, like a SNES version. Two totally different versions. No mechs though. Yeah, it's at Shadowrun. Shadowrun is like if fantasy meets, you know, steampunk. You got elves and orcs and stuff like that, but they're like, you know, kind of a steampunk, futuristic world. It's weird. On one. Alright, guess I can teleport out of here now unless there's a place I didn't visit. using acid on regular enemies is garbage. I wonder if the boss would have been immune. Most likely would have been immune to acid, otherwise it'd probably do a lot of damage. Also just does like a little bit of damage each turn or something. Third birthday. I don't think anybody would ever want a third birthday remaster. I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. I heard it's bad. Repair kits. So much space. It's in the game. I can't imagine sort of Etheria being that long of a game now. Maybe there's a lot of chaos in it too. Who knows? God, yeah, 1 energy. If this thing had like 3 energy or something like that, then maybe. But 1 energy is like, no. This is better in every way. Give that to her. Give her a lot more speed. Doesn't look like I should give her more speed. Gives you a lot of extra attack. I get like less armor with this. Less armor with the shield than I get with spikes. basically replacing everything with like a claw. Basically what this is. Can I like equip those on like, or maybe just because there's a weapon, it'll you have to re-equip the other stuff maybe. Can't use like a left hand. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, but I have a left hand. I can't use a gun with my left hand and my right hand in the claw. Stupid. He clearly has a hand in his other hand. These are actually better. Oh no, his color changed. They get the same shaded green as that green, maybe? No. That's really annoying. You can't get the same shade. It's either darker or lighter. They have some brown pants. Alright, I think it's a good place to call it there for tonight. At least we made some pretty good progress, so let's stop the timer there. And next stream probably be on Wednesday, unless something comes up on Wednesday, but if not, I'll probably be on Wednesday afternoon, and we'll go from there. But yeah, in the meantime, thanks everybody for stopping on by. Hope you enjoyed some Gundam goodness. Yeah, let's see who's online there we can rate up for tonight. Online tonight. We got Jose on, Hobbies with Jose, who's playing some Final Fantasy X. So let's give him a raid. And we'll go from there. So have a fantastic start of the week, everybody, and catch catch you on Wednesday for continuation of Miss Saga. Bye for now. See you next time.